everybody. I'm Jennifer, founding CEO of RVer Communications. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We're here at our favorite location, DRIP, 1310 Main Street in Hellertown. And I have so many authors and aspiring authors here today, and I'm so grateful. I would like to invite two of my authors to come speak first, and then I have some very exciting announcements to make. So first, I'd like to invite my friend and author, Jack Filer, to talk about his latest book. Come on up, Jack.
So I'm Jack. I've authored 3 books now. My first book was an Advent devotional, Preparing for Jesus, followed by my novel, Coin and Dagger, and then my latest book is The Widower and the Washer, and this is a memoir that I'd like to tell you a little bit about. Where this book came from was about a year and a half ago. I experienced the most difficult thing that I ever had to experience when I lost my life unexpectedly, and suddenly found myself a young widower, a single dad, and just a whole lot of struggling to figure out how to make sense of this new phase of life. And how this book came about was I was really tuned into my struggle with my domestic kryptonite, which is laundry, and things that were just going wrong there. And it started with just a simple little 100-word story about my first failed attempt to do laundry after I lost Angela. And I began to collect more and more of these stories, and they started to come together, and the Lord was leading me in this. He says, this is going to be a book, and I'm still wondering, okay, I don't know what this book is going to look like. And then after I had this smattering of laundry stories, from there I went back to the biblical text that Angela used for our wedding ceremony, which is a text from Paul's letter to the Philippians. It's all about community and partnership. And so this gave me the framework that I needed to look back and tell the story of my marriage through the lens of partnership, and look at this new season of my life through the lens of community, and look back at how partnership in marriage relates to community in the church, and how the two really just complement each other. And so that really is the theme of this book. It is community and partnership, told through the lens of my personal story, and more importantly, my wife's story.
Thank you, Jack, so much. Thank you. The Widower and the Washer is an extraordinary book. Jack skillfully weaves these 3 elements together in just a breathtaking way, and it's a tremendous book for anybody suffering a loss, but also for anyone in a relationship that wants some insight, and for anyone who loves or hates laundry. So really, that's a thank you, Jack. Exactly.
No one's just mad.
And so all of our books, as always, at our events are available for purchase through the register. And also, all of our books are on Amazon and available to order everywhere books are sold. So next, I'd love to invite my friend and author, Sally Handlin, to tell us about your book.
All right. Hi. My book, which actually is the 2nd edition of this book, is called Your Journey to Aging Well. Drink, Move, Eat, Sleep, Connect. And this came about basically because of courses and my interest in health and wellness over a 40-year period, and my concern that I didn't understand why I didn't know this stuff, the basic stuff to begin with. Why didn't I know that ultra-processed foods were the worst things for you? Why didn't I know that I needed to have my sleep so that my brain could get rid of the garbage that was in my brain? I didn't know that I needed to basically read labels differently. You know, the labels, ultra-processed food, 5 or more things in the product. You know, you see the labels that are this long. So please, this is a book about making choices and understanding the impact of those choices. There are over 3 million books, blogs, websites, everything out there about health and wellness, and this is what you should do. This is not what this book is. This book is a primer to help you understand yourself and the choices that you want to make so that you have a healthy life and that you live a long, enjoyable life, and not one that sort of puts you in a box and you can't go anywhere. So that's what this is about.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sally. And I can tell you, if you look anything like this demographic, especially, this book is for you. Reading Sally's book literally changed my life, completely changed the way I eat, the way I move, and book for everyone who cares about their health, because it's never too early to start living well. And so now I have a couple exciting announcements. First of all, I wanted to kind of announcement / update. We recently launched a fundraising program called Books for Bucks, which is a program using our awesome books as fundraisers for schools, churches, and organizations. And so we've actually done 3 fundraisers already. Have gotten wonderful feedback. I think every place has said, please, we would like to have you come back again next year. And we have at least 4 or 5 more planned. And so I wanted to invite everyone, if your books are not already participating, please consider getting me or Heidi Soprano, who's our fundraising director, some copies. I can explain the details one-on-one. But like I say, we all have several books, and also I wanted to invite you. You all probably have schools and churches and organizations, and if you know any that might like to do a fundraiser, no cost to them. Literally all we need is a dry location, because books and water don't mix. Dry location, and some tables and chairs. We do the rest, and we donate a quarter of the cover price of all books sold to the organization. So please, and if you connect me with something that has a fundraiser, we'll pay you a $25 bonus. So that's announcement 1. Announcement 2 is we're also launching 2 exciting new programs. One is called Publishing for Physicians, and one is called Pastoral Publishing. Having identified that 2 huge groups of aspiring authors are doctors and ministers in churches. And so I have people leading each of those initiatives. And why I'm telling you is if you connect us with a doctor or a church that publishes a book, that's a $100 bonus. So you probably know a doctor, you probably know a church.
I know one right now who has a story to tell.
Awesome. It's a special program just for those groups of people. And like I said, we have liaisons. I have the amazing Dr. Renee Ellison. You might have met her. She's the author of From Fake to Phenomenal. She just graduated from Princeton University Seminary. And she is my liaison for pastoral publishing. And the great Dr. Jennifer Haynes, who's a physician in Texas, is a board-certified emergency physician, and she is going to be my liaison for the physician publishing. So these are 2 ways to grow and earn some money. Next, I wanted to share, we have a wonderful partnership with a wonderful winery here in the Lehigh Valley called Sleepy Cat Urban Winery. They, every month, have a silent book club, and they partnered with us to have our authors come and be kind of like the guest author. And so the guest author gets to come, sell some books, answer questions, and just be a part of the fun. So we're about to re-up for our next year. So if that's something you're interested in being a part of, please tell me so I can get you on my list. Jennifer, awesome. Sally, awesome. So that's a lot of fun. And also, of course, they host our quarterly Stories and Sips, where we would love for you all to come and read. And all of you authors come and read. Next is
Jennifer, do you put this out on a Facebook page?
We do. Mainly we put it out through MailChimp with these e-blasts, and I just added you to my list, so you should start to get these all the time. In fact, sometimes the people are like, stop, too many emails. But we also put it out on Facebook as well.
You can also find them on my website.
And you can also find them on Seth's website. That's exactly right. Exactly right. Also, a similar kind of vein, aspiring author named Kathy Amy, I don't know if any of you guys know her, she is working on a book, and she mentioned something to me that I would like to put together. It's called a movable feast. And what we're hoping to do is find local restaurants that would allow us to come, have like a price fixed feast, I'm not sure how to say that, menu, and a guest author. And so the author would, apparently did this in other towns, the author would get to come and speak and share and present and sell books. And then hopefully we'll get a following where people might be like, oh, where's the movable feast this month? Let's go there. So reach out to me if you're interested in that. And let's suggest that if you connect me with the restaurant, there'll be a $25 bonus in there for you too. Next exciting piece of news is how many of you guys have done audiobooks? Yeah? Awesome. Well, our author, Jason Reeve, who actually is a for real audiobook, audio, everything expert with a legit studio in his home, is putting together a workshop just for us. So coming soon, he's going to do a workshop, and I will let you know the information as that becomes available.
And what's the workshop about? Is it about like how to read them?
How how to produce your audiobook. And it's kind of complicated because there's several ways to do it, and varying from easy and free to hard and expensive. And so Jason can help you cut through all that confusion. And the last exciting piece of news is actually about me personally. From August 2nd to the 8th, I'm going to be going to Tulsa, Oklahoma to compete in a competition reality show called The Blocks.
Called what?
The Blocks, B-L-O-X. And so I'm going to be taking as many books as I can take in my carry-on to show people, and certainly copies of my catalog, and I'll be showing things as often as much as I can. So y'all will be very much on my mind, as my authors and friends always are. So
Jennifer, what is that show about?
So it is actually a competition where they bring in 80 entrepreneurs from across the country, and it's a week-long entrepreneur boot camp accelerator. Wow. Great. So it's full of every day there's a class, a training, a workshop, a consult, and then a competition. And so at the end of each day, the top 6 contenders or 7 present to the whole group on stage, and then at the end they award the top prizes, and then prize for the most investable, most valuable companies. So it's pretty exciting and a little scary. So I'll be thinking of you guys, and I will be promoting you as often as I can. So thanks as always for coming to this. We do this quarterly author reception every quarter, and I appreciate you all very much.
We appreciate you too, Jennifer.